Hey everybody, it's Robin Scherzer with Robin Stampin' Hood. Welcome to Maker Monday and welcome to my hood. I haven't seen you guys in a whole week. Wow, last Monday, Sage was home and we were, or she was, I was just observing pumpkin carving. And on Thursday, I had club, so my studio is full of women and food and fellowship and crafting. So you missed me on that Thursday as well. So I'm back, yay! So today is October 21st, and I just want to remind you guys of a few things. So my November is pretty much booked with other events and such. So the only thing I have really going in November is my Make and Take 3, and that is the day after Thanksgiving. I hope you can make it. You can come after you get all that Christmas shopping done. It's from 3 to 6, and I just need to know you're coming. And we're going to make 3 projects, and that's $15, or if you place a $30 order that day, it's for free. So that's really the only thing I have going up until December. And then December, we've got, I could have just lied about that. I don't have my schedule in front of me, and maybe I should have before I started talking. So I hope you can at least come to that. But I will be watching and helping at a figure skating competition the first weekend of November. I will be gone on my girls' vacay the next weekend. And then, of course, the next weekend is it Thanksgiving? No, I don't know. I'll have to look. I know. I'm doing the high school. I'm helping out with the Fine Arts Board. And you guys should come out and see the Addams Family at the Elkhorn High School because they're great. It's a musical. I know that sounds so funny. So I'll be helping out there. And then the next weekend is Thanksgiving. And that's when I'll see you guys again, is on Make and Take 3. All right, so just a few things to remind you for October. It's almost over, only like 10 days left, right? Remember the kits collection? They're 30% off. So go out there and take a look at what's out there. There's some fun kits out there. I hadn't looked at them for a while, so there were some good ones out there. So definitely check that out. And that lasts through October 31st. And of course, this is my favorite special going on right now. I would love for you to join my craft pots. See if you can get that, the craft pots. And we meet every other month at my house and in my studio. And in December, I have my big Christmas party. So I would love for you to join us for that. We have a lot of fun. A lot of great ladies on my team, and I would love to add more great people. So if you have questions, let me know. It's a great deal, $99 plus tax, and you get to pick $155 worth of products. So I hope you'll join me in my adventures. Okay. How about, so this weekend was super, super busy. I haven't been posting stuff because I've been so busy. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't posted anything. And I didn't snap a lot of pictures, but Thursday I had club. Friday I had my Make and Take 3. And then Saturday I had my last Christmas card stamp stack. So I'm going to show you these cards, and then I'm going to post them to my Facebook. But we use that paper Sentimental Christmas DSP. And some of the money that is part of the profit goes towards children's literacy programs in the United States. So, well, wherever you buy it from, Canada, United States, in the United States, it'll go towards children's literacy here. But this was one of our cards. Isn't that fun? This paper just reminds me of my childhood Christmases. And if you're around my age, I'm sure it will remind you as well. And then we did this one. I love this one. And one of the gals did say when she saw the paper, because it's 12 by 12, she was a little disappointed because she's not a scrapbooker. But then when she saw, well, you cut it into the 4 and then you can make a really pretty Christmas card. And the only thing we did was we added the sentiment. So that's obviously a wowza, right? This is probably my favorite out of all of them. And then this is the third one, the little, doesn't it remind you of Bambi? Oh, yes, it does. So anyways, we had lots of fun doing that, you know, solving the world's problems. Okay, so that was my last Christmas Stamp-A-Stack, but in December, I'm going to have my semi-monthly, I guess. Is it semi-monthly? Every other month, I have a card buffet. So I will be focusing on some Christmas cards at the card buffet. So in case you didn't get to any of them or you need a few extras, I have not posted that in my events yet, but I think it's December 13th. No, it's not. That's a lie. I'll have to tell you later. So anyways, you can come for that. All right, let's get going, shall we? Shout out if you are there and if you had a good weekend, what you did. Wasn't the weekend beautiful? And today, oh my gosh, it's just nutso. I was sweating a little on Sunday. It was so hot. But isn't this what they call an Indian summer? It's kind of a trick, right? All right. So I am going to use this paper that is in the mini catalog. I think I used it for one other card the other day. This is called Splendid Autumn. And like I said, it is in the mini catalog, 6x6 paper. And I saw somebody use it in a really, it was like a light bulb moment when I saw it. So I thought, I am totally going to show you guys this. So I know some of you have this set. Let me see. Where's my set? It is buried. It is once gone buried under everything on my desk. So I know some of you have this set called Gone Fishing. And of course, our natural desire is it's a masculine set. Of course, some women, you know, fish too. But in my head, looking at the lures and all that and the fish, it's a masculine set. Well, part of this set is the tackle box insert. And somebody used that. And we're going to use that. I'm going to show you what they did. Oh my gosh. It was brilliant. It's just totally brilliant. And I can't remember the gal's name. But the minute I saw it, I'm like, I'm doing that. All right. So first of all, we're going to pick some paper. So I think I'm going to pick this paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down to, I wrote my little measurements down, about 3 5/8, maybe just under the 3 1/4 mark. But I want to make sure I get some of that river in there. So I'm going to flip her around here and we're going to do this because I want some of the tree. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just trim. I know you guys are going, okay, stop. But once you see the card, you'll understand. I want to get rid of some of the stuff that I don't want, but I want to also cut it down here. I'm going to actually do there, and I can always trim off. Okay, so we're going to say 3 5/8-ish by 5, and we have a lot of sky, so I'm going to cut off the sky. Sorry, I know I'm making you go, stop. So I'm going to cut off the sky because I want more of the pathway and the meadowy. I said that was a river, but I guess maybe that's a river back there, and that's a pathway. All right, so what I did is I cut out the tackle box. And what you're going to do, for those of you that have this, and I know quite a few of you bought this because we need masculine stuff, right? So you're going to take your snips and we're going to actually cut off these little tabs that are on there that create the tackle box. And now we're just kind of creating a frame. So just get the best. If it's not perfect, it's fine. No one is going to probably even notice. So now we've just kind of created a, you know, those multi-picture frames? Think of it like that, okay? And hopefully, if I remembered my measurements right, this frame will sit right on top of that. Now, I am going to have to trim, so I did not do it correctly. See, I thought it was 3 5/8. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit more trimming of that, like 1/8 off. I'm going to trim it over this side, and hopefully that'll be good. hopefully. And I know none of us like the eighths, right? Let's take a looky-loo. Oh, you can still see I have a lot. So I'm going to do one more eighth. We can always take away, but we can't put back on, can we? So I don't want to take off too much at once. But let's see, before I put my cutter away. Oh, yep, that was it. Okay, yay. And now I'm going to take my glue. Now I did think about putting my adhesive sheets on the back of this, but I felt like I would be losing a lot because of these. So I just decided it's a thick enough frame that I can just use my glue. So I'm just gonna, oops, and that's why I have it on the silicone mat, so I can easily wipe it down. So I'm just gonna go along the frame. Talk amongst yourselves. Go down that way. Okay, I think I hit it all right. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead, and I'm not gonna lay my paper on that because you can see I have my glue down there. I should have grabbed a piece of paper. Hold on a second here. I suppose I could flip that little puppy over if I needed to. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Sorry about that, gals and guys. All right, so I'm gonna lay that right there. And then I'm gonna take this little frame and I'm gonna lay it right on top. Make sure you can't see any of the, oh, that did pretty good, huh? Yeah, look at that. So now it's like one of those picture frames, right? So I'm going to, you can still see there's a little tiny corner right here. So I'm just gonna take my snips and snip it off, and that should work just fine. And now I have glue on there, so I'm gonna leave that right there so I don't do any more. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip this over. There we go. Okay, so the paper has different, obviously, colors in it. And I was trying to find the pack of it so I could tell you what colors we got working here. So there's like Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, Pumpkin Pie, Wild Wheat. So it's got a lot of those very fallish colors in it. So I decided what I was going to do is I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow, so you can see that it coordinates kind of with the bottom there. And that's going to be my card base. So I'm just going to give it a good burnish with my bone folder to get it to sit down. And then Crushed Curry, you can kind of see is the yellow that goes with that. So I'm going to actually layer this on top of my yellow, my Crushed Curry. I just want to get some in the corners there so it lays down right. And like I said, I thought this was such a brilliant idea. I was like, oh my gosh, what a great way to showcase this paper. So then I'm going to go ahead and layer this on top and show you how we're going to fill in some space. Oops. Okay, and let's do the inside right away because, you know, it's a dark inside, so we want to be able to write in it. So I'm going to layer Crushed Curry again. Since I had a piece of it, I thought, oh, that'll go great on the inside, right? Okay, come on, come on, come on. All right. And then we're going to do another one so we can write on it. Oops. Holy moly. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's our inside. So to finish the card off, so we have that nice little picture frame, right? Well, when you cut this out, you get all these, you know, white or whatever color you're going to cut it out with. I saw somebody do it with the basic beige. That would be pretty too. And maybe my white's too stark, but I like it. So you have these 4 colors left. So or these 5 pieces left that we can stamp on. So what we're going to do is let's take these away and decide which one we want to cover up that we don't necessarily need to see. And I think, because I want to see this bottom part of it, but I'm seeing the tree here and here. So I think I'm going to use the middle part of this tree. And I am going to stamp this white piece. And I'm actually going to use, from my friend Sarah's set, the Quiet Reflection. It was a sympathy set, and I'm going to use that for my stamp. That's going to go here. And I think I'm going to use Mossy Meadow if I have it, which I keep losing stamp pads, and oh my gosh, it's crazy around here. So maybe I'm not going to use that. Maybe I'll use the Crushed Curry, which was sitting here. Or I'm sorry, the Cajun Craze. Yeah, we'll use Cajun Craze because we got Cajun Craze and the leaves right here. So I think that'll work. And I'm just gonna, to make sure I have this stamp set, I'm just gonna stamp it to make sure that when I stamp it on my white piece, I'm not totally cockeyed. All right, so we're gonna stamp it right there. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we're gonna come along with some dimensionals, and we're gonna pop that up in the frame that it belongs in. So let's make sure we get a dimensional in the middle and on all 4 corners. You know what I say, we don't want to be chintzy with our dimensionals because we don't want it collapsing on whoever we give this to. So let's get this, oops, let go. All right, so I'm gonna then put this here. So I've popped it up out of the frame, right? I mean, look at you guys. You're utilizing that paper, showing the beauty of just that paper, and I'm sorry for your loss. But I do need a little bling. You know me. I can't do it without the bling. So let's put some of this. Now, these are the neutral backed sequins, which I really like because they're flat. They're not going to give you that bump. I mean, there's a little bit of a ridge, but it's not like some of the pearls that we have or whatever. So I think I want to use, which color should I use? The copper, the brown, or the gold? I'm thinking the copper might be our better bet. So we could do, let's look at that copper. You guys tell me. Copper, brown. I can move these. I'm not pushing them down. Or gold. Oh, the gold might be it. I'm going to wait for just a second. Can you guys see that? Can you see? Tell me what you think. Okay, I see 1 copper. What else, guys? Let's get a few votes in there and see. So that's the copper, gold, and I guess it's like an early espresso. I think that is pretty, isn't it? And when you think of fall, you think of, okay, we got another copper. Yay, yay, copper. All right, it's copper. I saw 3 in a row, so that's what we'll do. So pretty, isn't it pretty? I love these sequins. I've used up all the white ones. White ones come with it too, but I've used them all. All right, let's see. We'll put another one because we want kind of a triangle. I'm going to push that down. I'm not sure that was the best place for it, but it's okay. It's okay. And then we kind of have that triangle. And it's just a real simple, easy sympathy card for somebody. So that's it, you guys. And that's with the Gone with Fishing. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. The peppermints are back in. I checked them this afternoon. They were not there. And then an hour later, they were there. So if you are dying for some of those peppermint embellishments, get online right away. You guys go to my website, my online store, use that hostess code and get it placed tonight if at all possible, because you know they've already sold out 3 times. So we want to make sure that, or 2 times. We want to make sure that we get in before the 3rd time. So anybody that I was holding an order for, I've ordered ours, but you guys need to get out there and get those peppermints. So that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for participating, and go use that Gone Fishing die and do something different with it. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your week, and I might or might not see you on Thursday. I'm heading to a demo retreat, so I might just give you a little shout out and show you the setup and what it's about, but we won't be doing any making. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your week, and happy stamping.